Or let's look at the store before we get into offer review and the events and the Nakia event and all that stuff. A lot of people have been asking, what should I do on ISO on her? And I am doing Striker. And the reason why I like Striker on Nakia is because Okoye has the assist mechanic. So the ISO selection on this team seems very similar to me to that of, let's say, Infinity Watch, where you got Nebula assisting, or even Young Avengers. So what I'm liking is Shuri has Healer, Black Panther, Nakia, and Black Panther 1 mil all have Striker, and then we're going to get the assists from Okoye. I think that there is a logical case to be made for Raider on her as well, but I'm going with Striker, and I've been happy with that. Now, we've getting some mixed responses on this event. A lot of people really don't like it, but the event is actually a little bit better for brand new players, and because they can go through the easy mode and they can unlock her. And so I want to read this, and then I want to talk about something that worries me more than whether or not the event was fair or not. You know, the main thing I feel about this event is that event campaign characters were the most well-liked way of unlocking characters, and they wasted time making something worse. And they didn't need to do that. I actually didn't find that Nakia event unlock change too bad. Being locked out of the harder levels at first, it took a bit more time and the campaign energy, but it felt like there were a lot more orb shards and it was an easy lock. Yeah, there was a total of 39 shards on the easy nodes. There was 5 given away on Friday on the web store, and then you had enough for an orb. So you should have been able to unlock Nakia by just going through the easy mode. However, the requirement for the War Dogs at Heroic was just an example of a forced direction I want to take. It's not what I'm saying. Personally, I don't care if any of the War Dog characters, I'd rather not upgrade them. But I have, in order to complete the nodes affected and farm them, I haven't touched Nakia or Black Panther 1 mil yet, and have to 1 and 2 star most heroic nodes thanks to my G13 Shuri, Okoye, and Black Panther. And I hear this a lot, but the event really was about Black Panther and the OG Black Panther. And I think the top comment says is you just need a big Black Panther. He basically solos all the nodes with his turn meter. Now, the thing about this is that some people are making a case that this might be this new event. There's more character shards in the easy nodes for the first time unlock, and it's better for new players. This is the part that is upsetting, is that the event campaign orbs, they changed them drastically. In the orbs that we've had for quite a while now, there was like a 14% chance in the center orb of getting the character. They changed that down to 9%. And so the average number of shards on the event campaign orbs, so in the covert orbs, went from 5.4 to 4.5. Well, that's just like quick maths. I think that's like a 20% reduction. I think this is overall a bad thing. I don't know that this offsets the extra shards that we're getting inside of the easy node. So I feel like this is a step in the wrong direction, and I don't know if this has been talked about. And I think this is the most upsetting thing about the event for me, is that some people are making a case, and I agree with this idea. Maybe it'll be easier to get a 4-star, but harder to get a 5-star. I feel like once this event settles out and we hear back from the community, it's like, normally I get X amount of stars, and this time I only got this. Then we can make a determination. But again, at the end of the day, this was a release method that the community liked. Why did they have to change it? Nobody was asking for this. And I feel like they wasted their time, development time, making an event perhaps worse. And these orbs for sure are worse. Now, the first node is difficult. And a lot of people said, some people said they had to do it up to 4 times. Some people have better luck with running Nakia's basic initially. But if you go through it enough times, the one thing I will say though, and these are worth the characters they give you, Black Panther can die off, and as long as she survives, you still get 3 stars. So that's fine. Really tired of them dropping bad news right before leaving on holiday. I'm not going to read all of this post, but I agree with it. This has happened so many times in the last year that it has to be intentional. I mean, they know the Nakia event requiring War Dogs and Nakia herself on Heroic was going to go over bad, and I feel like most people are not happy with these changes at all. They knew the minions being a requirement for the first nodes, and very intentionally the first 2 of the Scourge was going to go over bad. Now, when you make decisions that are going to be unpopular with your customer base, you at least expect them to be ready with some follow-up, to take some concerns or maybe answer some questions. But again, they announced in a blog literally the day before they go on holiday. We won't hear from them for a substantial period of time. It's almost cartoonishly scummy. Imagine your internet provider putting out a statement like, from now on, you can only use 3 devices on your Wi-Fi at once, and then go on a 2-week vacation, not addressing any of the follow-up questions. I feel like that Scopely has no goodwill with the community, and this just adds to that for sure. And then this post right here: never stop complaining about the menu requirement for Scourge until Scopely changes. Is this utter nonsense? No one has to be forced up or compelled to level up a team of 5 useless characters who cannot be used anywhere else in the game as a new low for even Scopely. The Nakia event is another piece of nonsense, but at least it's playable. You'll get less shards compared to your previous event characters, but this minion crap has crossed the limit. Keep the topic hot and never stop complaining until Scopely changes it. Now, this has a high number of upvotes on Reddit, so this is a popular sentiment on Reddit right now. Also, wasn't it predicted that the Scourges would get worse and worse? I know I said this, that the first one would be, they wanted to get as many people involved, and then as you're involved in it, it gets more challenging and challenging. A long time ago, when people first learned how you unlock Apocalypse, people speculated it keep getting worse with scope of banking on people committing due to the sunk cost fallacy. I suppose that's true. I'm not sure exactly how sunk cost fallacy works 100%. And then lastly, can you loosen up the Stranglehold on training materials? It's ridiculous. I'm opening 1 to 2 orbs a week. I don't know if I'm opening up that few, but yeah, for me personally, I feel like I have more access to gold, and training materials has been a pretty big hassle. Also, I just wanted to remind the community that 3 weeks ago, they mentioned that we would get some economy updates, one of them being teal gear orbs in the war store that can be purchased with Elite War credits. And hopefully this happens sooner than later. Maybe it'll happen at the start of next patch, but I just wanted to, I've been saving my Elite War credits in anticipation of this coming. So I just wanted to keep that in mind. Now to offer review. We got a couple offers that are interesting. This one right here is $25 for 180 character shards of the OG Asgardians. And I just wanted to point out that Hela is absolutely amazing right now with Zombie Iron Man. And I almost feel like this offer is compelling enough right here just for Hela. These 3 right here are used in the Heroes Guardians. Loki is used very frequently to speed up Cersei in certain matchups. And then Hela paired up with the Zombie Iron Man is probably a top 10 character in the game because it really, the Zombie Iron Man doesn't have to be strong, but as long as your Hela is strong, she can carry the match, and the Zombie Iron Man can just die and die and die and die. Anyways, interesting offer. I do like it very much. Next, we have an offer that I don't particularly care for. It is 75 character shards of the Unlimited X-Men for $100 US. So essentially, this is $25 for 75 character shards. So I don't think this is a spectacular deal or anything like that, but this is the best pricing I've seen on these characters. They've had this one time before. Right here, we've got a Mega Orb, $5 for a Mega Orb. Depending on who you talk to, this is either worth $1 or worth $5. It's worth nothing if you get Ultimus food. And so for me, I prefer if I can buy these or get these when they're for $1. Because there is value in them, and sometimes they get good characters, but it's just heartbreaking for me to spend $5 and then get a duplicated character that I already have at 7 yellow stars, and it just goes to Ultimus food. But this is a popular offer. I think they'll sell a ton of them. Next, we have Thanos giving sneak peek gold, 2 million gold for $5. I purchased this twice. If you're on the lookout for gold and you need gold, this is one of the more reasonable offers for gold. And then also, this is clearly, this is 1,000 SBCs for $5. This is clearly not as good as the glitched offer. But for me, I purchased the $20 offer that gave 20,000 Armory 14s and 20,000 Armory 15s. And the bottleneck for me has been SBCs. So if SBCs is your main bottleneck, this is one of the more reasonable prices that I've seen on 1,000 SBCs for $5. I don't know if I'm going to buy this, but I'm going to definitely reconsider it tomorrow after I upgrade some characters and just see where my inventory levels are. I talked about this offer yesterday. I think a lot of people are buying this. This is for a Heroes for Hire. Equal chances of a 5, 6, or 7. Someone wanted me to point out that if you have a 5 red Shang-Chi and you pull a 7-chi, you not only get the upgrade, but you also get an amount of Elite 4s. Some people are purchasing this just for the Elite 4s. If you pull a duplicate 5, you get 3,750 Elite 4s. If you pull in a 6, it's 7,500. And if you pull a duplicate 7, you get 12,500. I'm not going to buy this, but I think this offer was very successful them, and they sold a lot of them. Now, this is a controversial offer because there is 2 very similar offers, one inside the game and one inside of the web store. I suppose you can buy both of them if you really wanted to. This one here is $40, which has 650 dark promotion credits, 85 gold promotion credits, and then 4 red star orbs. This is a pretty high value considering that anchor pricing on gold promotion credits is $35 for 40 of them. So they're giving double that amount. And there's a significant amount of dark promotion credits, which is very scarce. But there's actually a better deal on the web store, and it's the exact same price. It's $39, but instead of getting 600 of these, 650 of these, you get 100 more, and then you also get more dark promotion credit. You get more of all of it. So if you're considering this offer here, not only do you get the UPC bonus inside from purchasing it off the web store, which goes for the bang for buck milestones, but you get more. So this is kind of a weird situation. I don't know if they're playing 4D chess or if this is intentional or if this is accidental, but this is a better way of doing it. And then lastly, Black Friday deal shards. I very much like this offer. We've got Valkyrie and Mighty Thor, 2 unfarmable characters, 50 shards each for $5. I highly approve of this. And also, this might signal that they are going to be farmable sooner than later. But 2 currently unfarmable characters, 100 shards for $5, I think is very reasonable. All right, let me know what you think in the comment section. And as always, thanks for watching. Keep on gaming.
Because it's you, no need.